Welcome to today's 360 Life video, and our first video of the year, so Happy New Year from the In the Cloud Studios and the 360 Life channel. Now, as we roll into the new year, and that new year being 2018, the old question is starting to be raised again. Is VR dead? So, in today's 360 Life video, I'd like to take a look into the near future and review some of the developments on the horizon that we can expect to see in the coming months and years. And while not one of these items to be mentioned will necessarily guarantee VR's future by themselves, collectively it shows us what resources are still being pumped into VR's further development. I'm also sure I will miss something in this video, and if you know of an item I completely missed, something that will concrete VR into our future, be sure to let me and everyone know in the comments below. And on that note, let's take a look at some of the new HMDs that we can expect to see in 2018 and beyond. First is Pimax's 8K HMD with a 200-degree field of view, 3840 by 2160 screens for each eye, and compatibility with both the Oculus Store and Steam VR. The quote-unquote 8K headset from Pimax is an exciting product we should see start hitting the consumer market by the first quarter of 2018. Oculus has promised a new mobile and standalone HMD for early 2018 called Oculus Go. It's priced at $199, which gives it quite the advantage to compete with other mobile platforms like Cardboard and Gear VR without the need to utilize your phone. This gives new adopters an easier-to-use platform, a lower-priced entry point, and a whole new set of users for developers to market to. Oculus has also announced a new higher-end wireless and standalone headset, codenamed Santa Fe. But with inside-out tracking, this looks to provide a full 6 degrees of freedom experience, but in a mobile, self-contained platform. While they have provided demos with their working prototypes, it would seem that these may still be at least a few years out for a consumer launch. There are still plenty of other manufacturers working on new HMDs. Most notable is any of the Microsoft-based mixed reality headsets, LG's Ultra Gear, and Apple's rumored iOS-powered unit. But in a piece of news that was possibly the most shocking, it came from Magic Leap, and their announcement of their upcoming 2018 developer release of their HMD. Their AR headset has an exciting and equally impressive list of features, and with Magic Leap's multi-billion-dollar budget, we can expect to see some amazing implementation of mixed reality using this tech. Moving away from hardware and into the software side of things, let's take a look at some of the software that is available now and coming soon. The first app I would like to mention is Big Screen VR. Big Screen VR is a social, virtual cinema and collaboration platform. It is currently in beta, and we have seen plenty of upgrades and added features as it continues to evolve. It's worth checking out and has some real promise for an app to really attract users. Another huge player in the VR social space is Facebook Spaces, also in beta. And with Facebook involved, you know there is a huge market potential for these social apps. That combined with all of the other VR social apps on the market, it will be exciting to see these platforms blossom and further expand their user base and features list. Then there are more operating system-like platforms, like Oculus's Dash, which, wait for it, is in beta and available for use right now. Oculus Dash works on bringing users into VR for productivity by offering virtual desktops and potentially limitless space in which to perform your work. There are several software companies working on this, and with better resolution HMDs coming onto the market soon, apps like this take us a step closer to bringing VR to the masses. Another step to mainstream adoption is the continued growth of VR used for education and training. There are a lot of players in this space, and it is sure to drive home the real beneficial use of virtual reality outside of gaming. And speaking of gaming, well, there is sure to be a plethora of new game titles in 2018, both from indie devs, with a few AAA studios in the mix as well. Matter of fact, there are so many titles under construction slated for release in 2018 that this is hardly the video to try and touch on the topic. So I'll just say this about VR gaming in 2018, and that is support your indie devs. They have taken the leap right along with us, and if us early adopters support them, some of them will grow to become VR's premier AAA game companies. And while a lot of people have cried for AAA content, as we saw in late 2017, AAA ported games are not the answer. So again, let's support the companies who are developing for VR right now and enjoy the growing adoption of virtual reality. So to answer the question I asked at the beginning of this video, is VR dead? I say no. And as the tech continues to grow in features and shrink in price, and as developers learn how to take full advantage of virtual reality, we will see increased usage not only in numbers of people, but in the time spent in the metaverse, bringing us to the next iteration of virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. If you liked this video, drop us a like, subscribe to our channel for more VR and 360-degree news, reviews, and original 360 content. But most importantly, enjoy that 360 life.